Finally, it's Friday. What are we supposed to do with that? Anybody want to know? Right now, as of this very moment, the news is that the Middle Creek High School football team will be sliding into Jacksonville later today. They've been preparing for a battle with our Cardinals of Jacksonville High. Game time, 7 p.m. That's 1900 for some of y'all. It's going to be at Cardinal Stadium. We really, really need to fill those stands with screaming Cardinal fans. Support our team. Help them continue their winning streak. Drink some coffee or hot chocolate. Come prepared for some nasty weather, though. Stand by for that. We got information, the latest, the breaking news in just a moment or so about the weather. You've heard that word, snow. You ain't gonna get none, so it's all right. We need to keep this winning streak going. So we and really, if our boys on the field and our cheerleaders on the sidelines can handle it, we can show them that we're not a bunch of wimps.
Yeah, because they don't get to layer clothes.
No.
So they don't get to wear thermals and things.
No. Yeah. We gonna be layered. I'll be so layered I'll look like a 7-layer cake. A 12-layer cake. Do they have those?
You're done right.
Okay.
About 4:00, go ahead and start diving into some good chili. Either you can make it this morning or whatever. It's not gonna be overly cold.
No.
All right. It's just going to be kind of nasty looking, drizzly looking, but there's a really good chance, and we'll hear about it in just about 17 seconds from Lee. Get ready to shout a lot. Make it loud and clear. Bring your noisemakers. Oh, I left them out there. Bring your noisemakers. We want them to hear us. Good Cardinal morning. I'm Rayford Brown.
Yes.
And you are?
I'm Chris Marks.
He's Chris.
He's saving his voice for tonight.
No, I'm ready.
Oh, yeah. You got backup ready just in case?
Yeah. My other voice,
okay,
yeah.
Good.
And good morning. I'm Lee Barrows, and I'm pumped up for tonight.
It's a roll. Okay. The key thing that's been on our minds all week long, of course, has been this weather. A lot of the teams, all of the teams except these two, had rescheduled their games for last night, which was the smart thing to be doing, to be honest with you, based upon the weather forecasts. We all know here in eastern North Carolina that the weather forecast is only as good as what you look up in the sky and see. So at the latest information that we have coming straight from the weather department on camera 7.
There you go. Rain mainly before 4 p.m. Chance of participation is at 100%. Rain should be ending about 5 p.m.
She did.
I doubt that.
What?
Should I say it? You want us to say it?
You want us to say
What did you say?
Chance of what?
Chance of precipitation.
That's not what you said.
What did I say?
Chance of participation.
Did I say that?
Yeah, but we want 70%. We want 100%.
Chance of participation.
I guess I have my mind on the crowd. Yes.
Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
chance of precipitation is at 100%. Rain should be ending about 5 p.m. And there is a later tonight chance of rain, but mainly after midnight.
After we win.
Yeah, after we wipe the soggy fields with the Mustangs.
So they will go home driving back in the miserable conditions too.
They're gonna be crying.
I hope.
Gonna be
That's
crying.
what we're counting on. That's what we're counting on. But it's going to take y'all and us and everybody else out there on that field, in that field.
I'll be very late getting there, but
well, you can hear it from where you're going to be. But
yes,
you'll be there.
yes.
But anywho,
Joy has already said go Cards. Just real quick. We can't emphasize enough, and we've all posted stuff on Facebook, and others have as well, that the players need that 12th player on defense and on offense. On offense, where the crowd's kind of quiet, so that
go Cards.
So Anthony can get the call heard. But then on defense, especially on third down, Cardinal fans, or fourth down.
Third down.
Cardinals.
Make some noise.
because we want to see them fourth and long. If they got the ball, we want to see them fourth and long. I would prefer that they be somewhere around their 8-yard line. This gives us running room.
Well, I'll tell you.
4 downs and 8 yards. I think we can do it under most conditions.
Well, I had some text messages sent via phone last night asking about it, and I said, just bring warm clothes.
Yeah, that's all.
That's it.
And
It's going to be warmer tonight than what it was last Friday night. A
And-
little bit
but
warmer.
Here's what you do, just in case there's some little drizzle hanging around or whatever, humidity can be high, and that can feel like it's raining. Sometimes
I'm going to have to wear a big hat.
for the big hair.
Yes, for
Okay.
the humidity.
But anyway, just think about that and wear
Right.
something that's going to repel some of the light rain. If there's any rain at all, hopefully there will be zero.
Yes.
But there's always a chance of some dew dropping or dew forming or something like that. So just bring something that will repel the rain on the outside and put on the inner side things that'll keep your body warm.
Yeah.
You might want to bring a towel too, because those seats may still be wet.
Yeah, we may need to offer the crying towels to some of the other folks later
Because
on.
right now it's showing rain from 5 to 6. At 6 is supposed to be out, according to the National Weather
Is that
Service.
standard time, daylight time, or Greenwich Mean Time?
EST.
Okay.
It's the bestest that I can give you.
Okay. Well, that's better than it was looking earlier in the week and even yesterday and even last night, to be honest with you. We looked like we were going to have a rain event pretty much.
Yeah,
So the faster it gets in here, the faster it should be gone.
they're talking maybe up to 0.62. 62
They can't predict that.
of this is your National Weather
I don't
Service.
care who it is. They can't
Alex,
predict that. You can't predict
that's
that
the
from the
National
side of
Weather
the street
Service.
to the other.
I know that. But they're up to 3/4 of an
What-
inch, maybe.
Anyway, we do want to congratulate the Northside Monarchs.
Yes.
They
They
finished
played
second in the
hard.
state.
They
Yep.
played
Yes.
hard last night.
They did. They
that's
fell
neat.
to Hunt,
Mhm.
and it was what was the final score? I have it right here.
20-7, I
20
think.
to
27. That is correct.
27.
And Northside was able to get those 7 points right there towards the end.
I
But
think it was the third quarter, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
right at the end
Yeah,
of the
the-
third. But they played. It was a hard fought game.
Yeah.
I watched it last night. There was a gentleman that was doing it live on Facebook,
Mhm.
and so I watched it, and I'm like, it was just they were just like on top of each other the whole game,
And if you
slamming
yeah.
each other. I'm like,
Well, we hope everybody fills the stands, and those that
Yes.
were in 10 miles of stadium, you might just open your windows up. You'll
Because
hear.
you're gonna be-
Congratulations.
We're going to be yelling loud.
Congratulations to Northside
Yeah.
for a great season.
And I will neither confirm nor deny that there are some extra speakers planted all around the area,
Yeah,
all on the other
I
side of
could
the
sit on my
field,
front porch and
so
listen.
that we can talk to them direct.
Even my
I'm
neighbors were like,
not
"Yeah,
going
we
to-
heard it."
I'm not going to confirm it, won't deny it either. I'm looking at radar and I'm getting psyched.
Yeah.
The rain is what we have right now, which is very light. Good thing we're not moving up to the north part of the state
No,
and into Virginia, because that's white.
Snow,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, but anyway, and everything is. I mean, there's just nothing but little blips
Yeah.
behind it. That's the good thing.
Right.
Normally, we follow it from west to east,
Mhm.
and there's just not anything out there of any consequence. If we may have nothing but absolutely clear stuff by that time,
Well, which
we might even
radar
see
are
the
you
moon by
looking
that
at?
time.
Yeah.
Who knows, huh?
What radar are you looking at?
Okay, well, they're
This is
comparing
what
maps.
we're
This is wide radar.
Thank you, Miss Elsie. Go Cards. Miss Elsie made a comment
Let's just say go Cards and rain or shine. We're gonna be like the U.S. Postal Service. We're gonna be out there delivering tonight.
I didn't think that motto was just a
It's
fake.
not, and I'm glad that you finally admitted to that.
No, I said this is what you say. I haven't
No, I
admitted
don't. I
to it.
don't
I don't know
ever
any
say it,
difference.
but I've brought it
have
up
said it
before.
a
Like
million
it is
times.
not the U.S. Postal Service's motto. But anyway, we're not going to go there. We're going to
Okay.
talk about the Cardinals.
I went to an event yesterday, and I was very pleased to be there. And A little sentimental, a few sentimental moments yesterday during a well-attended,
Oh.
I will tell you that,
Yes.
weather looked kind of ugly,
Mhm.
and retirement event for a Jacksonville police officer held yesterday afternoon at the gardens behind the public safety headquarters. Y'all know him. I know him. Well, I knew him as James XY Brown, James Brown to begin with. Then he just said, just call me XY. Nobody can ever get all my names right. He's got apparently a bunch of names between James and Brown. So he just said XY. So that's what was on his ID. And he's had an impact on a lot of lives over several decades. XY Brown at 98 years of age.
Mhm.
98 years young.
8 years. It's not a mistake. 98 years. Recently promoted to the rank of lieutenant. So he's retired now as a lieutenant with the Jacksonville PD.
Nice.
Brown was originally sworn in as a reserve officer with the department back in 1971. However, he started as a volunteer helping behind the scenes at the PD, dating back, are you ready? You remember when the most popular Chevrolet in the world ever came out? What year was that?
58?
7.
Oh.
1957. They came out in October 1956. Hit the streets at 56, and there was a 57 Chevy. Everybody talked about the 57 Chevys.
Mm-hmm.
Had that little fin in the back.
Yeah.
Cool little fin in the back. Nice. He signed on as a full-time officer with his duties working as the traffic guard for the kids at Northwoods Elementary. He was loved by those kids. Watching him help them cross busy Anderson Drive safely, he pulled no punches with motorists, matter not who they were, who got even an inch too close to the little ones, his little ones. Many a story has been told about XY's discussion with drivers who didn't want to strictly adhere to the signs about where to stop or ignored his orders to pull over. It's been rumored for many years that the no-nonsense officer would tell them to pull over, then tell them he was putting them in timeout for a few minutes. They couldn't leave. Just sit there. Think about it.
Yeah.
The best story yesterday came from Senator Mike Lazzara. As a newly elected city councilman back in 2005, the senator said he probably got too close, perhaps even crossed over the white line a couple of inches, and he looked up to see Officer Brown
Here he comes.
attacking his car. Brown then ordered the driver. He didn't care that he was a city councilman to pull over. When he pulled over, he told him to get out of the car. He did. Walk to the side of the road. He did. Look up and read aloud the instructions on the sign that was there telling him where to stop.
Yes.
Oh, most everyone in the audience laughed, not at Senator Lazzara, because they too had at one time or another violated XY's instructions. I don't know that they were ever written down, but they became law. In most cases, from all I've heard, it only took one dressing down for those that he dealt with. If he paid you that much attention, he only had to do it once. There were no repeat offenders. Most of them, like Lee, picked another route.
I learned, yes.
She went by way of Richlands to get around to go down to the post office.
I had seen mornings where he actually went up to a vehicle that was like a half inch over that line.
Absolutely.
And I've heard and I've witnessed, and I was like, in fear every time I went that route. I was like, okay, I'm doing 24. Oh my God, and am I going to stop? And no, and finally I started going around. I was like,
Well, those folks learned a lesson that kept the kids walking to Northwoods Elementary safe all of those years. So
good job.
XY, because of failing health, he could not be there yesterday, but he watched the whole thing because thanks to the city, they streamed it live for him
He looked good.
and for other folks. And he was dressed in full dress uniform. He was ready to rock and roll.
Make me cry.
You know, he was never, even on weekends,
Not
and
without his
he
uniform.
was not without his uniform on.
Yep.
He used to come into the cable office every day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just to check and say hello. Always in uniform. Sundays, he would be out directing traffic at different churches.
Yes, he was. Always there at the Catholic Church and the
Methodist
Methodist across the street.
Trinity, and
help because there's no traffic light there.
No.
Help people get out all the time.
Do you remember back
stop
in the
it.
day when we all wore uniforms? You wore one. I was a little different, but we always had the shiny black shoes. The core frames is what they called them. Is that what they're called?
That's
core
one.
frames?
The one, yeah.
I mean,
Patent-
that man was
basically
still
patent
wearing
leather
them.
shoes.
When everybody else was going to the black running shoe, he still had his core frames. Shiny.
They're comfortable, to be honest with you. If you get the police shoes, if you get the ones that are made for
Right.
police officers, because
Mhm.
they're comfortable.
They're wide.
I still have.
I had
a
the
pair.
ladies version,
I
yes.
still have a pair that
Do
I wear
you
with
really?
a tuxedo. Absolutely.
I wish
because
I
it's
still had
it's a
mine.
whole lot more comfortable than anything you can buy today. It's got
wish
one
I
scratch
still
in it, but
had
it'll stay there.
I wish I still had mine just to look at them.
Mm-hmm.
That was back in the
Kathy
day.
has a pair. She wears
Yeah.
with her dress. Her dress
Exactly.
blues,
The Marine Corps, yes, with their
Yeah.
dress blues.
which was not always the case because the Marine Corps now the WMs dress as the men do. So
Right.
they
A
done
lot
away
of
with
changes
this.
over there,
A lot
yes.
of changes. They can wear their hair down and. But anyway, yeah, those patent leather shoes are.
Well, and the Coast Guard did back in the day.
Mhm.
We got issued 2 pairs of shoes, right?
Mhm.
And one of them, in basic, you never wore except for inspection. That was the pair that had nothing on it, no scratches, no nothing, and they were spit shine. Literally, folks, if you've never done a spit shine on shoes, these were spit shine,
Mhm.
and that's what you did.
That's why I like
You
the
learn
patent
how to do it.
leather.
And the other thing the Navy and the Coast Guard had was that little brass belt.
Yeah.
They had 2 buckles.
And
One of them was never worn except for inspections,
Mhm.
and that was that thing you could use for the mirror to shave in if you
Yeah.
wouldn't, if you needed to.
right.
The other one, it got kind of ragged, but anyway, it was always shiny, but it had scratches all over it because that's what happens when you wear that stuff every day.
Yeah, I mean, and you never saw him in the ball cap that a lot of the officers
No.
went to. He still wore that bus driver looking hat.
Yep.
He still wore it. And in his pictures yesterday, he was still wearing that hat.
He looked good.
I said, he's the goat.
Yeah.
He is.
I
I had
think
to go through my. I did find when I first joined in 1970. I found I was a reserve officer, and I found that badge yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks like it's been worn. It was a lot, and it's Police
cool.
Reserve, Jacksonville PD. Then I got
Wow.
another one too that
Yeah,
I got when I left.
they
It was-
didn't
it
give
was
me
gold.
anything. It's when they made me a public service officer, which is what I still am. They didn't give me anything.
What does that tell you, Chris?
Tells me that when they said, "Do you want to be a school crossing guard?" I said, "Yeah, as soon as I can find time to work it in, I'll be there."
That's one thing I could not do because
Well, no, that's why I did so well.
He did.
I know
he was
did.
it.
He
Well,
was
yeah,
it.
we know how well
he was
did.
it. Oh yeah,
Yeah, but-
a lot of people knew how well
If,
he did
if
it.
you took a show of hands, how many of you were stopped
Oh.
and lectured? There'd be a lot of hands
If you
raised.
ever went during school
Yeah.
hours on school days,
Uh-uh.
I swear he was out there sometimes when school was not in session, just to let people get used to it.
You
Practice.
knowing I was going that way, when you get into the school zone, it drops from 35 to 25.
Mm.
Look, I started my 25 from the moment I pulled out of my driveway if I knew I was going that way because I was not taking any chances. Look, I know of an instance where he threw his flashlight at a car, bounced off the hood of their car. Oh, yeah. He was like, I'm like, So therefore, I started going all the way to Gumbridge to 17 to go to the post office. I did not cut through Henderson. I'm like, that man scares me.
Well, he and I got along
Love
very
him.
well. We used to get along very
Yes.
well, even when I was there.
Great guy.
We
Yes.
would, we didn't have any issues together. And then when I moved back to Jacksonville and was commuting though
Mhm.
from Henderson and Doris all back to Wilmington every
Right.
morning,
Because you lived right there.
of course I
yeah.
was having to go through his turf.
I would have
Mhm.
crossed over Doris and hit it.
And I pulled up there the very first day I did. I was driving a Tundra pickup, and I pulled up there and I stopped. And he looked at me, and he smiled and he put his finger, Brown. I said,
Yeah.
put my finger, Brown. And then I saluted him and he saluted me and I went on. And
Cool.
every time I went by him from that day on, the first thing I did was salute as I approached. Come on. He would stop other traffic so I could go through.
No, when he saw my Mustang coming down the road, I
Oh,
was
yeah.
the
You
one
were
to be
one of those that
stopped.
got stopped. Mm-hmm.
But
Well, you
you
were
know,
driving a stop me car.
yeah, I know it was.
So
I could be
was
the only
just-
one on the
it does
road,
not
and he's
matter.
stopping me, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
that was easy then because
But
you were
much
visible.
respect for the man.
Absolutely.
He kept the children safe.
Respect and fear about the same.
Yeah, and he taught people a lot when it comes to vehicular motion near that white line.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Much respect for the
You'd
man.
be best off to be able to look over your hood and see that white line up ahead of you. Would be a better way to
telling you.
stop.
The
Well,
moment I pulled out on Northwoods Drive, it was 25.
well, tonight
25.
we hope the Cardinals cross the white line a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And, We have a couple of more comments. Our House of
Yes.
Representative Phil Shepard said, "Go Cards." I
Yes.
think
He'll be there tonight.
He didn't say
Come
he'd be
on.
there, but
You know he's
I
going to
think
be
he'll,
there
he'll be
tonight.
there. Elizabeth said, "Go Cards."
Yep.
That's the other thing. Rayford, you brought up a good point about a month or so ago. It doesn't matter what school your
Yeah.
children attend,
No.
whether they're a Viking, a Monarch,
That's
a
right.
Pirate, a Bulldog, a Wildcat. We only have one team now that's left that can win the
Pirates.
state championship.
That's right.
One team.
And last night, I'm going to
Onslow
tell you
County.
what we were doing.
Mhm.
I was just listening. We have our internal closed circuit
Mhm.
Group.
group
team.
on
Mhm.
Teams. Yeah. So
Stand teams.
posting basically play-by-play stuff.
Yes.
Lee was so we could see it all for Northwoods, and we were go Monarchs.
I give
Yeah.
my credit to Chris Miller because I told you I'd be stalking his ex account last
his
night.
wife wants to talk to
And
you about
as
that.
soon, as soon as he got the info, he was posting it and I was taking it from him. So thank you, Chris,
Yeah.
for always keeping us informed.
Absolutely.
And
So,
those, when Chris does that, because he said he wasn't going to be able to make the game, he would get help from his friends. And it's interesting. I bet he's probably wearing shorts, the short pants they usually, they wore on that one game.
You really want to
I
start
just-
the
no, I
war
just-
again
I
this
know, I'm
between the
just-
skirts and the pants. Yeah. You're still looking for your skirt, so you just need to
real men wear skirts,
stop with that whole
but
conversation
only in Scotland.
and go join your single
I thought it was,
swingers.
someone told me it was
and-
called a brawl.
That's
It is.
probably where he did
Okay.
leave that. No, there's a difference. There's bras that are made for cars, and then there are flags that you can use as a skirt to put on your vehicle. And that's what you lost. was a
You haven't
flag.
been to some of the places that I've been to because I've seen flags that
We're not
were-
talking about the bras hanging from the rear view mirror, Rayford,
I'm not either. Who hangs one from a rearview mirror?
And
or
thank you.
from the antenna or the door handle.
Thank you. I did not start this part.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
About Chris's shorts?
Well,
Yeah. We went from there downhill.
Okay.
All right, rain forecast for today and the
Oh,
weekend
God.
as we wrap up the first week of December. Anyone have a favorite Christmas carol, by the way, of all time?
I
Give
do.
us a call sometime, 910-333-0139. Stop the rain would be mine right now. Offshore today, out to 20 nautical miles. Northeasterly winds 10 to 15 knots, seas 2 to 4 feet. 4-second intervals. They're kind of close together. Easterly waves 3 feet at every 10 seconds. Going to be kind of crossing them. Rain. Did I
Yep.
mention rain? Nautical miles this afternoon. Saturday, tomorrow, northwesterly winds 5 to 10, seas 2 to 4, sounds and rivers a light chop. Rain. Northeasterly winds on Sunday, 5 to 10, seas 2 to 4, sounds and rivers a light chop. No mention of rain.
Okay, there you go. Well, today we have rain, and the high is near, we should be near 49. Northeast wind 3 to 7 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is at 100%, and rain should be ending about 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Tonight, a chance of rain, mainly after midnight, otherwise cloudy with a low around 30. Saturday, a 50% chance of rain, cloudy with a high near 50. And Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 56.
Do you have one of those blowers like you used to blow leaves around?
Oh.
Howard,
I
y'all
have
them?
one.
Sure do. Yeah.
That,
You have one?
yo, yeah.
Robbie's got one. All of y'all tonight at 5:00 show up at the field with your battery-powered leaf blowers, and let's blow that water off the field.
Chris,
Yeah.
on third down, all right, Cardinal fans, you know what to do. Let's blow them right off the field. Go ahead. How was the weather club this morning?
The Uncle Amateur Radio Club, those guys are out bright and early every morning. Even when it's not bright, they're out because it's always early. Randy, over there at Southwest this morning, it was 44 degrees, 99% humidity. He didn't have much rain in the rain gauge. It's very minimal overnight last night. He had only 0.02 inches, but he said it was raining then as he backed his golf cart into the garage and the boomer. Joe down in the borough said it's 45 degrees. He had 0.06 inches of rain. Lee in the back swamp area, 45 degrees, 81% humidity. Had east-northeasterly winds at that time, running about 3 miles per hour. Said, of course, it was cloudy. It's cloudy everywhere right now. And he had 0.024 inches of rain. No, he had 0.02 inches of rain. Sorry. Dale in River Bend had 44 degrees, 99% humidity, and 0.02 inches of rain recorded, and they was adding to it all the time. And Ward at Cedar Point, nice and warm there, 45 degrees, 88% humidity, winds out of the northeast, light, misty rain at the time, had 0.04 inches of rain in the gauge. Over there at Onslow Bay, that's right off of Rocky Run Road, 45 degrees. That's what Ken's reporting, 85% humidity, light rain. And Lee over in the Woodlands at that time this morning at 5:15, 5:20, whatever time it was, 44
early.
degrees, 86% humidity. Winds were non-existent and nothing in the range gauge, nothing new. Here at the studio in Country Club, it was 41 degrees. It's still take the sensor reading up on the deck where the bush or whatever kind of tree that is. It's 94% humidity. What is it now? 99% now. And the winds have been calm. Still, oh yeah, we've had some 5 mile per hour gusts in the last hour. And the winds were coming from the south-southwest. Now they're switched around to the east. So we'll have to wait and see how that's going to go. Now, who do we have?
Kathy.
Kathy.
Stephanie.
Good morning, Stephanie or Kathy.
Marilyn.
Marilyn.
Yeah, Marilyn.
Birthday song.
Yeah, I got all kinds of
That birthday song when
Oh, Marilyn Monroe. Yes.
Hey,
Okay.
Rayford,
Yes, ma'am.
have Chris open his email
I did.
and
I have.
okay, play one or two of those so they can hear what they're going to get tonight.
Play, you got an attachment there you can play?
I do. I don't know if I can pick it up, but
Hold on just a minute.
Oh yeah,
You got to come off the
gonna walk the house tonight.
Rock the house.
That's right.
Man, I'm so sad I can't be there at 7.
let's see if I can get the volume up on this. I always turn it down.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I'm liking it already. So you can rock the house. Rock the house.
Yeah.
He's gonna rock the
I
house.
couldn't understand a single word
Yeah,
of it in my
it's
headphones.
difficult.
It's probably
I'm
much
doing
better
this, but
for this.
there's
It'll be good on the big speakers.
Yes.
Yeah. I probably played the wrong one, but
Tonight.
Can't Be Stopped. There's them on here from Whoop, there it is. And
That's right. Oh,
yeah,
that right
Yeah,
there.
it is. That's right.
So
Okay, folks, you might want to come on now. Be there tonight, 7
There
o'clock.
it
Be there
is.
early so you can grab a good seat.
That's right.
And,
right.
Anyway,
They have
sounds great.
Good entertainment for third quarter or third downs and.
Kathy, why don't you show up? The booth up there is nice and dry.
Yeah.
And there's a whole big old room right beside where Chris is.
That's right. That's the problem. There is no room.
Yeah, there is a room
Well,
right beside
there's
Chris.
room.
Right beside him, there's a big room.
That's where we used to
Yeah.
sit, right up there on some stools.
So
and
you,
at
you
the big
can't
window.
actually be in the press
booth.
box
No.
because there's only room for the three of us. And then,
No.
but there's
But
a
between
room.
the boxes, there's a
Yeah.
big space.
Yeah.
Yes.
But she'll actually be attending a party representing us.
That's
Oh.
right. That's right. I got a Christmas party to go to. Yay!
Me
She'll
too.
be in the area.
Well,
She'll be in
they
the
need to
vicinity.
reschedule that Christmas
Me
party.
too. Me too.
I'll have my cell phone so I can sneak away and I'll
There you
check
go.
the score.
We can do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, I can do
Thank
it.
you for that.
But
Thanks for
Thank
the
you.
email.
Happy Rainy Day Friday, to everybody. Don't
Thank
let it
you.
get you down.
Yeah. Oh, no. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
That's only on Mondays.
Rainy days.
And Mondays.
Always bring it down.
always.
Carpenters love it.
For 5 years, federal agents have been trying to identify that man that they had on video that planted several pipe bombs just blocks from the U.S. Capitol on the 5th of January, 2021. But they, for some reason, couldn't get it together. A renewed effort has resulted in the arrest of Brian Cole Jr. of Woodbridge, Virginia. Cole, who's now 30 years of age, will make his first appearance later today. He's accused of illegally using an explosive device. Authorities discovered the two pipe bombs near the Republican and Democratic National Committee's headquarters about the same time that thousands of protesters a few blocks away began to storm the Capitol over the 2020 election results. Now, let's think about that for just a minute. Two pipe bombs, one
Right.
near the Democratic headquarters, one near the Republican headquarters.
Right.
And they were found about the same time as all those protesters were just a few blocks away, and they found them in the nick of time. Who do you think were the intended targets? We don't know. Neither bomb was detonated. Both were armed and capable of being detonated when they were found. Attorney General Pam Bondi wanted to make it clear that the arrest had nothing to do with any new evidence or any tips that had come in. Nothing. It resulted in investigations going over the existing evidence, the evidence they've had since 2021,
Mhm.
including security images of the man carrying the pipe bombs. So my question, if they had all of this evidence in hand,
Mhm.
and for the last 4.5 years, would you not think that some dude running around loose still, that you know can build bombs, and you haven't identified him, even though you've got video images of him? Not great images, the ones that they publish, but they have ways of enhancing images. Do you not think that it would have been wise to have do you remember a concentrated effort, any big massive manhunt that they broadcast and told you about?
I don't recall one. No.
It was all kept kind of quiet. I know.
Why?
Far be it from me to know why, but I
why
know
would you
that
think? Would anybody have any idea?
I heard that they, the recent investigation, the one that they've been having, it said that where they couldn't really identify him much by facial recognition because of the way he was dressed, they were able to start tracking and tracing purchases to put these pipe bombs together, and it just took a while.
Why would you not think that they did that beginning on January 5th, 2021?
Well, because maybe our FBI wasn't as good as they are now.
Oh, the FBI
Yeah.
was as good as they are now,
Mm-hmm.
but they have to get their orders from headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
Headquarters, as our really good friend John Legata, who will be in here again very soon, by the way, retired special agent with the FBI, will tell you
Yes.
headquarters sometimes gets in the way of investigations, including the 9/11 preemptive information that the Bureau had, and they would not let them send it to Washington. Did you know that? And the man that stopped it, up there, I think Minnesota. The agent that stopped it, the guy in charge that stopped the information from moving up the food chain, he got a promotion.
Go figure.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
the FBI is full of the best people in the world as far as investigators.
Oh,
The FBI is full of it. They've got them. I've known a bunch of them over the years. And these guys are good. The problem is they can only be as good as the people at the top will allow you to be. Sometimes they stop investigations. I want to know why this investigation was not pursued. Was it just, don't worry about it, not a big deal? It didn't go boom. Never mind that there's some dude out there with the intent to do something. Never mind. How comfortable would you feel if you had thought about it? I've thought about it a lot since 2021. How comfortable would I be in crowds of people knowing that there's a guy out there that can build bombs, did build bombs with the intent to kill people, and they don't even know who he is?
that is very scary.
So
Right.
the FBI got new marching orders earlier this year. I still want to know why that it was stopped. That deserves a congressional investigation.
Okay, so you brought up that one. I'm going to bring up two that really bothered me.
Okay.
One is the United Healthcare CEO suspect, where they're now saying that his constitutional rights were violated.
Is he alive?
He's alive. Well, he's in court, and they played the audio of the manager from McDonald's mentioning that that the restaurant patrons had pointed him out and said, this guy looks like the person who shot the CEO, is
Right.
what the
Right.
audio said. And then they went into how this judge, including the weapon,
Where did they get the weapon? Where did they recover it?
I can't recall.
You don't know whether it had an on him or not, do you?
But what he had on him was a USB. He had extra USBs. He had cash. He had foreign cash, and he had a bus ticket. When they got him in
There's
McDonald's.
some reasonable suspicion right there.
well,
No
yeah.
probable cause, but a reasonable suspicion to hold him and talk to him. And then I'm sure at that point in time, they advised him of his constitutional rights.
Mhm.
So,
Um,
no.
Well, that leads me to this next one, which may get the phones ringing, and if it does, that's great because I'm sure it's going to upset some people. But this thing about the Navy admiral,
Oh, yeah.
Mark Kelly. You're talking
Yeah.
about
Oh, the Mark
Kelly.
Kelly
Yeah.
case, yes.
well, the bombing of the boats that were carrying drugs and carrying people on
Right.
there, and there was two Democrats. Mark Warner was one of them.
Yeah, as expected.
As expected, and another one that was saying, "Well, you had two human beings holding on to a side of the boat with no chance of getting recovered or whatever they were, and they were
They were going to
bombed.
die.
They were bombed. Two bombs
Happens
hit.
in war.
Well,
We have declared war on the drug
Yes.
cartel.
yes,
So
and
it's a war.
and there was some information that they had that those two were waiting for another drug boat to come and pick them up and maybe recover whatever drugs weren't blown up in the first bombing.
Mhm.
But
Well,
I'm
see,
sorry,
The claims were that the Secretary of Defense, which is now the Secretary of War, had put out the orders, kill everybody.
Yes, go
No,
back and
that
get 'em.
was not
Mhm.
the case, as the Admiral said, right?
correct.
So what what's got their drawers in a wad?
The media.
Oh,
I really think it's all the media. Yeah, I saw the one from channel for NBC. I can't remember his name, but he's the chief correspondent for the White House for NBC News, and he has never ever painted a positive picture out of any of the press conferences that are held in the White House ever.
That's his job.
Right,
Kind of like
right.
Sam Donaldson used to do.
Well, you're right,
ABC
because
News.
the news media picked up right away and said that Pete Hegseth ordered a second bombing. There were survivors holding on to the boat, and he ordered the second bombing, go back and kill them. Now, you have so many news media outlets coming with that, but yet you've got the White House and other news figures saying, no, that's not what happened. So is this another case of let's go after the Trump administration? Let's paint them as being dirty?
Absolutely, of course. But and first of all, this going after the drug cartel, the way we're doing it there. Any of you, Mr. Warner, could you answer a question for me, sir? Do you have a better solution? Are you willing to let 111,000 Americans continue to die every year from fentanyl overdoses? Is that what you're offering here as an exchange for killing these guys who have been bringing this stuff into this country? Do you have a better solution?
I say do whatever it takes to stop the influx of drugs.
Does that mean kill the people
children.
that are bringing them here to stop it from getting here?
If we have a war on drugs,
It's a war.
then war has casualties.
I don't consider those casualties.
Hmm.
I consider that the cost of their doing business with us. It ain't good. It's
No.
expensive, and you're going to suffer. And it has happened, but on a much smaller scale for a long time. There was a time when certain individuals met their maker, and it was made to look like they were to set up a war between the drug operations,
Well,
which is fine. You do what you got to do.
Right.
would the south side of Chicago be in the situation it is right now if these drugs were not making it into the United States?
No, they would be doing something else. I don't know what it would be, but there would be no reason to do it there because that's what they're doing. It's the drugs, the criminals that get a slap on the wrist, guns. No, it's not the gun. Here was the problem in Chicago. I had that case several years ago. We're tough on guns in Chicago. We're going to stop the gun trafficking in Chicago. We're going to get rid of the people, the kids with guns. And they arrest a guy. The cops arrest a guy for bringing in guns and selling them. I don't know how many counts, a dozen counts, right? In Chicago. They reduced the charges to the possession of one gun, to the possession of a gun. He got a slap on the wrist, don't do it again. He was underage, 2. But they had him dead to rights for a dozen or more. I forgot how many it was. A lot of cases, lots of cases against that one person for bringing guns across the border into a place like Chicago that he can't have them in the first place. He's too young to have them anywhere, and he sold them. And they got him for all dozen or more cases. And the courts, the prosecutors, the whoever made a deal with whoever the lawyer was. He's just a young person, and let him plead guilty to possession, misdemeanor, possession of a gun by a minor. That is the problem. Our problem is internal. We haven't fixed what we've got there.
I agree.
So we'll
I
just
agree.
adopt more laws that we're not going to do anything with anyway,
Yeah.
except for against the innocent people out there. They want to rid the population, the masses of you and me, the good people. They want to rid the guns from us, take them away from us. Why? Because we're the biggest threat to keep our government under control there is.
I don't know. Lee brought up a good point yesterday about the knives. You brought up knives
Right.
and guns. And,
Right. Using your vehicle, your automobile, drunk driving.
It is a deadly weapon. You
So
aim far towards a police officer and he can't, because
Yes, it
you're
does.
trying to kill him, assault with intent to kill. using deadly weapon, an automobile. It's been determined that
You
a car
just
is a
don't-
deadly weapon.
But I go to was it Elizabeth City that it happened, and there was that they were trying to serve a warrant on the guy, and he hit 2 police officers. They shot him through the
Yeah.
back windows, and they end up suing the city.
Yeah. Well,
And winning.
Elizabeth City has a.
I mean, we're protecting the wrong people. The courts are protecting
agree.
the wrong people.
Well, you know,
The guy-
we became a society where if you don't like something, just sue.
Here's
sue.
Well-
let's go back to that case. They shot at the car
Mm-hmm.
they shot at the people in the car.
Mm-hmm.
You don't shoot at a car unless you got a rocket propelled grenade. You're not going to stop it with your handgun unless it's a 44 Magnum. But they shot at the people in the car, right? The
Yeah.
police officers.
Yeah.
These people had tried to kill 2 police officers.
Yes,
Is that
they did.
correct?
Yes.
With a deadly weapon.
Yes.
Is that correct?
That is correct.
You have the right to stop people who pose a threat
Mm-hmm.
by the use of deadly force. If they're posing a threat by them staying at large and you can't stop them any other way, you have a right to use deadly force. No, their lives are no longer in danger, but the lives of every person within the territory that these people would go
Mhm.
are in danger. If the guy had just, with a machine gun, opened fire into a crowd and was running away and you couldn't catch him, he wasn't shooting at you, would you have the right to shoot him in the back at least once? Preferably 4 times.
Well, in my training on the use of deadly force, there was 3 elements that had to be present in order to give you the right to use deadly force.
Okay, well, let's stop for just a second.
Right.
This is for a civilian protecting himself.
Well, okay, but a lot of people don't understand. It's just like people come to the door and knocking on your door in the middle of the night and people want to shoot through the door. No. But jeopardy, ability, and opportunity, those were the 3 elements that we were taught that had to be present. You know, the person had the ability to do you harm. They were putting your life in danger, and they had the opportunity, whereas you did not have the opportunity to remove yourself from the scene. And so when people talk about the castle, you know,
The castle doctrine.
the doctrine,
So that supersedes exactly what you just said.
right. But what I'm saying is, so if you're inside your house and somebody's on the outside and you feel threatened, you don't have the right to shoot them right then and there.
You do not have to leave your house either.
That's right. But yeah, you
Or your
pick up the
car.
phone and you call 911. But it's just the world's mean. The world's mean.
And okay, again, this also applies to you as a normal human being.
Right.
You're not an enforcer of the law.
Right.
You're there to protect yourself and the
Mhm.
lives of your family. Period.
Exactly.
That's what
You come
what
into
you
my
do.
house, it's a different story.
you're there to defend your property and
That's
yourself.
right.
You can defend your property. You can keep them from coming into your house and stealing your toaster oven if you want to and shoot him dead
Mm-hmm.
because he's already posing a danger by being in your house to you.
Right.
But law enforcement, a fleeing felon who is posing a danger to other people, like this
Right.
guy driving the car,
Right.
is a different story for cops. Now,
I
I can't go
agree.
out there and shoot him.
No, I agree with what you're saying
Okay.
100%.
Okay, so let me throw this out because we broke this. I don't even want to call it a prank. I think it's dumb on what kids are doing today in these
Mhm.
TikTok
Knocking on the
things.
doors. Yeah.
But so if,
Doorbell.
yeah, well, they've warned them, and then some other news media's picked it up after we talked about it of the kick the door and run. Okay, so if they kick the door and they've been warned now through the media and through anyway, if they kick the door, they're got a chance they're going to get shot. You're on private. You are technically on private property.
And there's the old saying, they might be legally right not to be shot. They're doing that. They might be legally right, but they can be legally dead right. That's what you got to people.
What?
When you do this kind of stuff,
Stupid.
and even if okay, he ain't gonna shoot me. He can't shoot me. Well, don't ever say that to somebody. don't ever dare them to shoot you either, because they might just do it if they feel
Absolutely.
in jeopardy. Now, if you knock on the door of the 88-year-old woman and she's alone in her home, she has nobody in her house but you.
Right.
Okay. If that's the case, but she's the only person in there and she's got a gun and you start kicking her door, is she in fear for her life? One, that's going to be the first question that's asked.
Mm-hmm.
And when she says, absolutely, I was afraid he was going to come through the door to get me and I shot him. Well, guess what? The castle
Yes.
doctrine will apply.
It's debatable for me. I'm going to wait till they
Sure.
come in. So there's
Wait till
no
you get
doubt.
to- wait
No
till you-
doubt.
Wait till you get to be 88.
And that's who they refer. That's the example they gave is the elderly.
That's it. What I'm saying.
Right.
They cannot defend themselves once
No.
somebody gets inside very easily. Me, I'm going to laugh at you when you get inside.
Before you.
Hopefully, I won't have to. Hopefully, they won't want to comply. But I'm comfortable enough with what I'm going to with that I've got. That I can laugh at you. Say, when did you figure out this was the stupidest thing you've ever done?
Well, I mean, I have I obviously have weapons of different types. I have a cane that has 50,000 volts.
You got Kathy.
I have a Marine.
Just
so,
throw the Marine
okay.
in the mix. It's just done.
Well,
Man, I used to have. I remember when those stun guns first came out.
Yeah.
When they first came out, they were called stun guns.
yeah.
But you got to be too close to
The
them.
thing was huge,
But you got to be too close.
and I was more afraid of me sitting on it and
I can take
zapping
it if you
myself.
point that at me or a gun at me, and I'm standing within range. Don't get that close to me because I'll take it away from you.
yeah. Now the new taser guns they have are
Yeah, they shoot it with a wire control device.
a longer control. Yeah.
Well, this is a
But-
cane. So
Yeah,
I don't have to get too close. Just go, and you're out.
If you can do it.
Mm.
What if you cause them to go into cardiac arrest and they die?
Well, that's on them.
What did I?
Sorry,
You just killed a man.
Why were you in here?
True.
First of all, would you have the right to shoot him
Did
under
he,
those conditions?
He
If
broke
you didn't
into your
have a
house?
cane, he was there, he broke into your house, would you have the right to shoot him?
if he broke into my house?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, then whatever you do is okay.
Yeah.
If the vase falls, you hit him and he falls against the stove and boiling water pours down his throat. It's
Rayford.
Well, we all
on you, not me.
As we know, and I think our buddy Chris Miller brought it up yesterday. I do like golf clubs, and
Do you have any
Club
idea
of
how
us.
many golf clubs have been used as deadly weapons?
Yes.
I mean, off the course.
Ask Perry Mason.
Oh God, yeah, that was famous.
I mean, it was always a golf club on his show.
Yeah,
They did it?
there are always golf clubs and baseball bats.
Yep.
Every time you see one of those
Well-
Hallmark shows or something, there's a noise downstairs. Everybody's got a baseball bat sitting over there beside your bed. Really?
a Louisville Slugger.
Yeah, I
You
got one
darn
over
right.
there, but
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, you've got a couple of things over there.
no, that's,
I just read
well,
a
that's a
story.
pellet
Let me
rifle. That's
see.
just
Uh,
that's
me
to
see
shoot
if
the
I can
big
find-
old blown up Santa Claus or whatever that is out there.
Yeah, here's a news story. It just came out about a woman in Greenville that was arrested for assaulting someone with a baseball bat. She struck him in the head with it.
Well,
Yeah.
did they deserve it?
Well, she was arrested for it. So
Well, that doesn't mean they didn't deserve it.
Yeah, she struck. Right here it
Was
is.
it her husband?
A Greenville woman is now facing charges after reportedly hitting someone in the head with a baseball bat. On November 30th, Shay Rashawn Bridges, 45, was arrested on charges of assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill. Oh,
well,
wow.
I want to give kudos to someone very special, special to all of us. Whether or not he was doing it to answer a challenge by one of our former county commissioners who did it on the show. I believe he met Reach Across America. Our wonderful senator from Jacksonville, North Carolina,
Michael.
and the best pizza.
Oh, absolutely.
Best pizza in all of County.
We always get a big old
Yeah.
pizza once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And you know what is really good? You can't eat it all.
Mhm.
The two of us.
Oh, I know.
Eat it cold
It
the
is-
next day.
I don't eat it cold.
Cold?
I
I don't
got
mind it.
I got a little oven over there that my wife finally showed me how to use to heat that sucker up.
Oh yeah, you can heat it up.
And the
But I
next
like
morning
mine
for
cold.
breakfast. Let me tell you what, it is better than the best eggs that you'll ever cook.
I
Yeah.
love their pepperoni pizza.
It's got that New York
I want
taste to
all
it.
of
New
it.
York.
Everything you got, including the kitchen sink. The pizza when I walk out weighs. I can feel it. It's
Shucks,
like a
if I wasn't
concrete
going
block.
to a dinner tonight, I'd be
Yeah.
going to get pizza before the game.
After the game.
Yeah.
So I got off the subject, but
Good.
Senator Lazara, Mike, as we know,
Thank you, Senator.
thank you, donated $1,000 to Reach
Yeah.
Across America.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
He
Senator.
God bless
generally,
you.
I will say this about our senator.
He-
Every
he
year he
steps up.
makes a nice donation to the reefs
He-
across
He
America.
steps up to the
So
plate
He
always.
does, and the military, as we all know, is very important to him.
yes,
Oh, he's a Marine.
yeah, he's
Boy, I
Marine.
know he is.
Yeah. I
Um,
forgot to mention XY. He fought in World War II in the U.S.
Mhm.
Army, by the way.
Tom Rayford is in no way saying that sports are dangerous.
who?
Tom wanted to know, are you saying that sports are dangerous? Was it because we were talking about the baseball bat?
Well, it's dangerous for the deer if I'm hunting deer. That's
Well,
a sport, right?
And he did bring up a good point. He said it takes 1 second hesitation by a homeowner
Absolutely.
for the assailant to take you out. So
Let me do it to you this way. Hey, you got the gun. You're going to aim it at me, right?
right,
But by the time that I react first.
right.
You react, I act. When I act, it's too late for you to react.
Mm-hmm.
And it only takes a quarter of a second or less for me to act.
Well,
Because
you
I
know
can
what?
plan my action. By the time I act, you have to think about it. And we're talking about another quarter of a second or more for you to react. By that time, I've got your gun in my hand and I'm breaking your finger.
Well, you know what? This is a good
Do you
subject
see how
to
easy
bring
that
up.
was?
yeah.
Our district,
Do not get close to the guy that you're holding the gun
right,
on.
right. Our district attorney's coming in soon, so
Yes, he
that's
is.
going to be a great conversation to talk to him about too. Yeah, there's a few things that I'd like for him to
Oh, we got a
explain.
lot.
Yes.
We got a lot of laws and a lot of issues that I told him the other night that
Mhm.
are not necessarily around here or cases involving this,
Right.
but I want to know in general. We want to talk about some things. Yada, yada,
Well,
yada.
I'm still working on
He's an expert.
getting a certain
Yeah.
judge in to talk about a lot of the issues with sentencing somebody.
Or why don't we go
and-
get we could go to the clerk of court's office and take out a paper order for him to comply and sure. Y'all do that. Put your
But I have
signatures
one in
on it.
particular that I'm corresponding with to
I
see if I
just-
can get him to come in.
Yeah.
Because I know there was a lot of controversy over this gentleman that was arrested for secret peeping, and he was not sentenced and active. He did not get a sentence active to serve, in jail, in prison. But that has mainly to do with the laws surrounding that, which have been changed.
Secret peeping is secret
Right.
peeping, At one time, when we were studying the basic law enforcement for the first couple of times I did, secret peeping involved a male peeping into the room occupied by a female.
Mm-hmm.
That's illegal.
Right.
It was not illegal, according to the only statute that was on the books at the time, for a woman to peep into a room occupied by a male.
Heck yeah.
You talk about sexist laws
Well,
in
Here
favor
comes
of
Santa Claus.
women, not of men. Okay.
But-
Okay. We got somebody else coming in, right? I
Yes,
see
we do at
somebody
8
move.
o'clock.
see an
I think she's
umbrella
getting
trying to-
ready to come in the door
She
now.
is.
Mary
She's
Poppins?
calling right now.
There you
too.
go.
Let me
Mary
see.
Poppins is
Mary
coming in
Poppins.
complete with umbrella.
But and as we
Yeah.
Oh yes, I just want to say thanks again to Senator Lazara. 'Cause
Yes.
I asked permission to announce it because I didn't want to. I always ask permission of
Yes. Well, you're nice.
of influential people if I can do that. But he is such a giving person and does so much
He does.
in Raleigh for us.
Oh, he does.
Um,
Absolutely. He keeps the people in check.
Yeah, and he puts out a letter on Facebook, or I'm sorry, on the emails.
And emails. Yes, I
Emails,
get that. I love that.
Yeah,
I got one story before we get to this
Yeah,
young lady
okay.
here. Okay. Now this one is going to be kind of important for a lot of us.
Mhm.
All right. Your dog might be the one thing that stands between you and death. Is Lee listening?
Yes.
Yes,
I'm
yeah.
listening.
The family pet woke up a Sneeds Ferry family shortly after 6 o'clock yesterday morning.
Mhm.
Their house was on fire. Yep. If you haven't seen the pictures of it, that house was extensively damaged. The fire caused extensive damage to the two-story home on Twin Sisters Terrace there in Sneeds Ferry. A car, two motorcycles, two SUVs, a motorhome were all destroyed by the fire. Thanks to the dog, no one was hurt. Everyone got out safely. The dog went and alerted them to a problem, and they got out. Firefighters have not yet determined what caused the fire. Firemen from 4 fire departments responded to the early morning alarm, including those from Camp Lejeune. One of the fire chiefs on the scene said it appeared that the home can be repaired. You look at the pictures and you make that decision. I think that you got some photos up on WITN, so
Okay.
take a look at that, because that was
I saw them on Facebook.
it did not look good.
Yes. Oh, terrible.
It did not
But
look good.
Thankful for their pet.
Yes.
Dog is man and woman's best friend and children.
Well, he woke up the man first.
I'd rather have a dog. I'd rather have a dog.
Okay.
Just kidding. Yeah, thank goodness for the doggy. And Robbie will tell you right now, she had she's been sick. She's had a
Yes.
back. She's not sick.
Yeah.
She's had a back issue. But she was in the tub and she turned wrong, and then I was sitting where you can't hear from this one end of the house to the other, and suddenly that little guy right over there, Shockwave,
Yeah.
he came running and barking like,
Mhm.
what? It was like reminded me of Lassie and Timmy way back in the day.
They know when
He-
you're sad,
he
too.
barked his head off until I got up and followed him in there.
I could be watching a program that really, really gets to my heart, and tears will start streaming down my face, and mine are up there, giving me kisses. It's okay.
That's just like the salt.
It's usually NASCAR when her drivers wiped out in the second lap. I'm just kidding.
That's a whole different kind of.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not tears.
Just real quick off of Shockwave. Thomas wants us to ask a question to
Go ahead,
the
Thomas.
DEA, whether or not we can electrify welcome mats.
Torment. To keep bears away. Oh, that's good.
Do it with a quick disconnect on the plug that you connect to the placemat.
Did you get
And
that?
before you dial 911 to have them come pick up the remains, unplug it and call me.
Oh,
No, unplug it and destroy it.
Sorry, I can only think of.
No, Thomas, you
Okay.
cannot. You cannot. You cannot set traps that will harm individuals, even though they're not supposed to be there.
Right, we know you wired all those political signs back in 2024, so
Oh. we're
It's not a
actually
bad
not-
idea.
we're
not-
it's
we're
Friday, we're
harmless.
not right
We're
there.
It's not a
harmless.
bad
I
idea.
like that. This is
I
real.
can develop
safe.
one. I could sell that to a lot of politicians, I
Well,
bet you.
In the studio, we have this beautiful lady. She's been with us
She
before,
has.
and she's back again. And is it Fatiha? How do you?
It's Fatia.
Fatea.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Fatia.
I have nickname.
Let's come
for
close
my-
to the microphone so
Yeah,
they
I
can
have
hear
a
you.
nickname, and I tell my Americans, friends and family to call me Tia. So,
Tia.
so yes, people like Fatisha, Fatuma.
I knew.
Oh,
I
my.
remembered it was Fatia, something like
It's
that.
you have to pronounce the H is not silence. That's
Mhm.
what some people have trouble with. It's Fatia. Correct.
We're going to
way
call you
to-
Tia.
That's fine. I'm
Tia
fine
or
with
Tia,
that.
which is it?
It's Fatia, but you can call me
Fatia.
Fatia.
Okay.
Fatia. And
Okay.
last name Ahmed?
Ahmed.
Ahmed. See?
You
You
gotta
say
do-
H has to be it's not silence. And Americans say Ahmed, which is H is silence.
Ahmed.
It's Ahmed.
Heck.
Ahmed.
Beautiful. It's
I
beautiful.
gotta get it going.
Tia Ackman. She's at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Tia.
Tia is the, I guess you would say, CEO, the founder
Yes.
of Rise Above Abuse, which they have an upcoming event out
And I remember last year when you were in here, you gave, you told us your story,
Yes.
which if you want to, when listening today, about how you came about here and start this organization.
Okay, my name again is Fathia Ahmed. Thank you guys so much for having me again here.
Yes.
I am so grateful for the opportunity to be here. And to make it short, I am survivor from sexual assault or molestation and rape and domestic violence, human trafficking. Thank God, a lot of us, as grown up, I did not know what trauma meant, and what I knew was where I was safe with my family, but I was not safe with the people that was around us. There was extended family. Sometimes we overlook extended family, friends, and community because they are people that we trust, the people that we know, and it seemed like they cannot hurt us. But the truth be told, that's not always true. Not everybody have and good motivation to get close to you, to get close to family. That's what happened to me, and it was someone that really you will never think that, and who will do, or it was she too. That's the problem. I would like people to have open mind to not only men molest, abuse, and sexually, and women do that too.
To men and women.
Right. Yeah, men and women. So we have to be honest. We have to be truthful to and what it, I mean. If we're willing to talk about to make a difference, we have to be vulnerable to share those information because if the information is being told only men, what people will look for is just men. They will not pay attention to women. Now,
Tia, let me ask you this: two questions. One, are you open to phone calls?
Oh yeah.
Nice phone calls, please.
Yes.
910-333-0139. Respectful phone calls.
If you're in a situation, have no fear. We will not release your telephone number, your name. I don't care if you want to call yourself Ahmed too, whatever. Pick a name, whatever. You do not have to release your name.
No.
You just, but you want to call, you sincerely have some questions you would like to ask, you can do so now. 910-333-0139. Again, I'll slow it down for you Southern folks. Because I'm Southern. 910-333-0139. Okay.
For you Yankees.
910-333-0139.
Well, but Tia, when you mentioned men and women, let's see how I'll phrase this the best way. In an extended family situation, could it be, we'll use a male that's being abused. Could it be a male and or female of the extended family doing? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, the female one, she was not only extended, was third cousin. So
Older.
yes. So that's why I would like for a listener or whomever I can contact with to share. It can be both. And the one actually trafficked me. They were a teenager. They were trafficked too, by sister and mother. You see.
All of this kind of stuff generally comes downhill.
Yes.
It's just generation after generation.
Yes. So there is that's what really sometimes when I listen to people say, human trafficking is our corner. Yes, it is. But the corner is not too far from you.
Wow.
It's within you.
Mm-hmm.
It's with the family. So if we tell them what we see in TV and, of course, statistically, it shows you how many people has been trafficked but they don't tell you all. I believe that I was not in the statistic data because so many children my age at the time, they were trafficked too. So to say this is not only we focusing on truck sitting in somewhere and just picking children and yes, that happened too, but more so when family and extended family and friends do that, and nobody knows.
How do you break that chain? Here's the problem. You've got parents
Mhm.
who had been violated.
Mhm.
They have kids,
Mhm.
and the kids may be violated, not necessarily by the parents, but by the uncle
Mhm.
or whoever, or like you say, a cousin.
Mhm.
They're violated.
Mhm.
And then 20 years later,
Mhm.
it starts all over again with them. The victims become the violators.
So that's true. But we have choices, right? Like
Oh, yeah,
I make,
we all do, but-
yes, I made my choice. Yes, the trait that I carry is mine was, I made choices with when it come to men and choosing a partner or relationship. And because I get used to, I don't want to say mistreatment, but it was mistreatment the way I was treated. Like example, when I was validated as a child, it was older men, right? And I was attracted to that. It's not like I have
Isn't it often the case that the older violators are older quite often, right?
yes, and also teenagers do too,
Mhm.
and they are just different cases that like teenagers, 18, and molesting little kids, you know. And recently, I have here our local. You will be surprised. This young family that she was trafficked by family. Remember,
Wow.
a mother friend, you know. So it's important to talk about it. I know it's not easy to say, hey, let's sit down and have tea and laugh about it. It's not something we can laugh about it.
I know.
But at the same time, coming together to talk about it and make it an awareness.
Right.
And make it normal. So the more we talk about, the more the teenagers, preteen, they heard. Then so they have time.
You know what that is?
Mm-hmm.
That's the sex offender registry list.
Mm-hmm.
And this is basically Onslow County, a little bit beyond, but 10 registered sex offenders here just outside Richlands, 50 within the Richlands immediate area, 10 more up, I don't care, what's underneath it, going up 17 north, 100 plus in Jacksonville itself, 50 to the south of Jacksonville, 10 around Sneeze Ferry, 10 down around Surf City, 20 over towards Swansboro. I mean, these are registered, convicted, known, required to be on this registration list. Okay. Here,
Yeah,
if you want to know how many there are, tons.
exactly. So some of them, they don't, nobody knows
So-
or not report.
Tia, when you're saying trafficking, I'm trying to phrase these in it. I don't want to get too personal.
No, go ahead.
But when you're saying trafficking, are you, is it trafficking within the family, outside the family, both? I'm not making myself clear.
Does a sibling or an older sibling or a parent
So
or somebody offer you to somebody else, knowingly offer you to somebody else?
Yes.
That's what he's trying to
Okay.
say.
So, okay, simply like again, trafficking is what is trafficking, right?
Yes.
And people ask
It's
like, what's trafficking?
wide-ranging.
Is those people, the children that been, kidnapped and put them somewhere, and sex trafficking, labor, right?
Right.
And free labor that you just work and you never get paid. And something that I would love the audience or the listener to kind of capture or to reflect on is that if you as parents and telling your child, example, one sample example I can share is if you tell your child you have addiction, whatever issue, and survival mode, go see this person, date this person, he has money. If you see him, he might pay our rent, right? He might give us some. That is exchanging. You are actually trafficking your child.
You're pimping the child out.
Ex-
Call it what it is.
Thank you. So what I'm saying, like people, as people, that's what we're looking for. Like we're looking for this just kidnapped child that run away, and then we never see them again. Sex trafficking. If you do that to your own child, if your uncle, your father, your mother, because now we are in survival mode, you telling your child be with rich man, and even if you just kindly, you telling you, especially you woman, marry someone has money. that's going to provide for you. Why can't she can make her money? Why can't we encourage our daughters and our sons, say, you can make your money, you can get your education? It has to come to your life and just be the one that save everything.
Do you think perhaps that in the parents' frame of mind, a druggie or whatever, or somebody that's destitute, do you think perhaps in their mind, this is my property? I can do with my property, my child, as I see fit. Do you think they justify it like that?
Of course, that's what has happened to a lot of us. Like where I grew up is in younger, like sometimes they tell what they call arrangement wedding. This daughter that she's 16 or 17, she never met this man. His older guy, he's in somewhere here, US or Canada or any other country. They just do the wedding. So now they looking
So
for.
it's the same thing, but just
It's just they don't think they're doing it.
with some legitimacy attached in their heads.
Yes, but they don't think they're doing that. They don't think termination of. They don't see it as human trafficking. They're not seeing as they're hurting their daughters. They just seeing that as they're trying to give better life.
Well, in some places, it's been a tradition. I mean, it's part of the way it is, right? Arranged marriages.
Yeah, yes, you're enforcing this child to marry someone that she never met. She never knows who this person is.
Like in the days of the kings and the queens and all of that's whatever. Do you think perhaps the situation is that I want to make sure that they marry the right person so that we can carry on the family name and the tradition, and we don't want, you can't marry a peasant. The king can't marry a peasant, okay? The peasant's not going to gain access to a king. I mean, we've seen that in not that many years ago.
But that's like
in England.
Their intention is not, they don't see as that is anything wrong with that, because that's the additional, it's been carried. But what he do to the person?
Well, but see, that's the high end thing. The people don't understand there's no difference between the mom who's a druggie offering her daughter to go out and do yada, yada, yada. What is the difference between that and the mom of a very influential situation or a great family life and making an arrangement to marry the prince out there? What is the difference?
So that's because she struggled. They see it as you in the need. You're doing as survival mode, so you have to go. There's pressure there.
But as far as the kid is concerned, what is the difference?
That's what I'm saying. Like when they come to that, it's the same. It's victim. Victim. They are
to make it clear.
Yeah, it's victim. They are a woman that she stay having multiple children, never explore anything. What happiness looks like, what joy looks like, what really love looks like. So. And
what's love got to do with it?
That's a great song.
Great song.
Seriously, I mean, that's what comes to mind.
Yes.
Seriously, that's the way these people, they're not concerned about love, are they?
Back then, I don't know if they. It's just like you have to protect the name. Still, we do that. It's still like we protect our last name, our family legacy. But this is why I tell family and parents, listen, if you want to carry perfect legacy, trying to have the best you can be for your children, tell them they can do things too. Tell your daughter she can get education. Tell her she can make her own money. Then guess what? When she marry you, it's not about the money. It's not about the education.
Right.
They both have what they need, but they come together for love to create something great together. So if we do that, we will have better generation, and we will break the cycle of trauma. We will break about this mental health, the suicidal. So many things is happening because if we tell the truth, what it happened to us as child, it does not go away until we deal with them. Sometime in this generation, social media give them platform, and they will tell you who you are, your family, you care about your legacy. Guess what? This generation, they're not gonna just sit back and watching you.
There's two, these kind of intertwine with each other. One, this is not just big city problems. It can be small town USA has the same issue. Your program, though, the Rise Above Abuse program. Is that this nationwide?
We really trying to expand. We started last year. Our first event we had was January 11, which was amazing. Our purpose, the vision was given to me was, be honest with you, was like, it was wake up call for me when I realized that, oh my God, why I'm doing what I'm doing. I find myself, this is true, every 5 years, the same situation. The same, just different relationship, different person, but the same. Then I start saying, like, God, what do you want me to do? Like, why?
You blame yourself?
Yeah, like, why
I'll
I
sort
find
it
like,
out.
like I have 3 beautiful children, which is God trusts me to give me somehow, but what they went through, what they saw mom went through, and I have 3 beautiful children by 3 different men, and 2 I was married to. And then I said, something must be, and something must happen to me. I have to really revisit. So then I say, oh my, I started crying. I started screaming. I'm just as true, like, and my oldest son, and he was going through to route that I was like, no, this is not going to happen. Then I started connecting to that, what happened to me. Then I say, okay,
It's not.
I was, is what happened to me, but I made choices. Those is trauma that I never dealt with. And I did not know about therapy growing up. All I was doing, running away, running. Age 9, I already escaped. My mom, of course, she ran after me. And age 11, I was trafficked. Age 14, I was raped in front of my best friend. And so, in age 19, I was in domestic violence. And then I came to US and thinking like, oh my God, every my issues I had in Africa will go away. That was just wrong mentality. And
People are the same everywhere. You realize that. There are
Yeah.
good people and there are crappy people.
Exactly. I said, I will not cry when I came to America. Guess what?
There we
I
go.
cried most
But
of the
look how far you've come now, because your nonprofit is dedicated to combating human trafficking, child abuse, rape, and domestic violence.
Yes.
And you offer to promote healing and empowerment through your organization.
Yes.
What exactly do you do? I mean, I know that awareness is the biggest thing,
Yes.
but if someone came to you and they were a victim of domestic violence, what exactly would your organization do to help?
So right now we trying to partner with True Justice and Anslo Victim Center because they do more. They have stuff for us is safe place where they can come and we do a support group where we can break bread, share, and encouraging one another, and also find resources for them.
Right.
But overall, we just launched actually our magazine, online magazine. And this platform is to give survivors and overcomers. And we do photo shoot. They have their own page with their picture. They tell their story. So it's giving back their voice. It's not about me. It's about you, however you want to share. So this way we can reach 100,000 people because this day technology and digital makes it easy.
Yep.
And you never know who is going to read. You don't know who you're going to inspire to just give hope. Oh, watching just by looking someone. When people look at me, they don't think that I went through all that. So it's the same thing. The one that is in it, when she see that, give her, he or her, hope that I can overcome too. I am not the only one that gone through. And also what we did January 11 this year, we did a skit. And it's a powerful way actually to educate people, not what they see in the movie, but what is in the family, in the community, extended family can do too. And because when we focus outside, we miss a lot in here. There's the same thing they say, you just sweep it under the rug, but it doesn't go nowhere.
Yeah, we don't have on TV like that you see on TV. We don't have big shiploads of immigrants coming in here locked in containers with some food and water to get them across the ocean, right? That's not what we're looking at. We got our problems inside Onslow County and surrounding area. And the scars are not always visible. Most of the time, those scars are invisible.
Thank you for saying that because A lot of us, we carry
Mhm.
within, but we screaming inside. I can tell you that I used to attend the church with my ex-husband, like I was just screaming inside and sometimes cry. And when people look at me like, oh my God, you're so beautiful, it just that breaks my heart because I want to be free inside. I don't like that, did not even matter to me what I look outside. And so many of us, I truly believe that this I'm saying from my own thoughts and my own experience that I have to fight through. People they don't suicide because they cannot deal with the outside, because they cannot deal with in.
Right.
And you are in this room and you can look at it full wall and ceiling, right?
Mhm.
And you can fight with people outside. You can come in and sit. But if you cannot fight what is going on within, which is we have another life that nobody sees except you and I, whatever our experience.
Sure.
If we cannot fight that, and that's where people
How can
suicide.
people reach you?
My phone number is 910-756-1540. And also our email, riseaboveabusenow, at riseaboveabusenow@gmail.com. And also our website, riseaboveabusenow.org.
Okay, that's going to be on our Facebook page, folks,
Yeah,
because I know
already
you didn't get
is.
it. It's already
is.
there. So on the Facebook, thanks to Lee, Speedily.
And for our listeners, what can they do to help you?
We would really like to, we need volunteers for January 10. Also, we have tomorrow Zumba at courteous and to raise fund for January 10. And reach out and please, we also nominate survivors, overcomer to give them the flowers. Say, hey, thank
Can
you
you
for
dance?
overcoming. Me?
Mhm.
Yeah, I can try in my
Really good.
my country
Dancing
dance.
Stars of Onslow 2026.
I love the accent. So what country?
Ethiopia, East Africa.
Okay.
Yes, and also I would like to shout out to those that so far sponsor us, Marine Federal and United Way, and At Once Design, and Tisha and Unique Boutique, and there are more to come. But we are so grateful. Is our ticket is we're trying to be. So anybody can attend, $35, and at the door is $40.
Tell us about the upcoming event that you have. It's on January 10th.
10th.
Yes.
And we trying to stay low because again, our purpose is not to make a lot of money. Of course, we would like to kind of consistent to have funding to keep going and do more. And since we add more to magazine, we do a photo shoot, the makeup, they just looking nice. It give them hope and being seen
Makes them
and
feel good.
feel good. And also we add protein and nutrition and resources, and we would like to grow. At the same time, we would like to be reasonable price. We're gonna have food, we're gonna have entertainment, we're gonna fashion show, and also we raise awareness through the skit. We having 2 skit that we're gonna do about human trafficking and sexual assault, all this. And so, yeah, any support we can get. We are new, we are baby, but we're not gonna stop. We're gonna keep going and do our best.
Well, good luck to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, now
I'm
this
sure
is
you
going to
will.
be, I'm sorry,
Go ahead.
Reverend.
I just
This is on January 10th, and it's at 261 Northwest Corridor Boulevard.
Yes.
Is that the trades building for the college?
Yes.
Yes.
Skill Center.
skill
The
center.
Skill Center, yes.
Yes.
And it starts at 4 p.m., 4 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Yes.
And last night I put the flyer on our page, and I'll add it again before then. And it's got a code that you can actually scan and get
Mhm.
your tickets through.
Yes,
So it's very easy. And you said tickets were $35 a piece,
yes. At the door is 40 if they buy.
okay.
Yes.
And that includes dinner and entertainment
What
and
we
a
having for
fashion
dinner?
show.
Let's just get down to the
Shout out! I forgot.
I'm hungry.
Mary Cash. Shout out to Mary.
Marrakesh, yes.
Yes,
They got some good
yes,
stuff.
Mary Cash. Please, like they did sponsor us this year, January 11th, and they're just good people.
They are.
And yes, shout out
Got
to
a new
Mary Cash.
location, too.
I can yes, they've been family to me day one. So yeah, shout out to Mary Cash.
And the proceeds go towards.
to so like magazine now it like we're trying to do printing so we can put in churches,
Oh, good.
hospital,
Yes.
and offices.
Sure.
Right now we print a card where people they can scan. I took it to church, but we would like to print so we can deliver to doctor office,
That would be
dental
great.
office.
That's great.
Again, you never know, people pick it up when they
That's
sit at
right.
they read. You
Oh,
can change my
yeah. I
life.
pick up everything when I'm sitting there waiting.
So yeah, it will go towards that. Also, we do workshop that we did June 7th. It was really nice. We invite a local nonprofit like True Justice and Anslo Victim Center. One place they were there. We just give them resources, and also we teach them how to defend themselves. We partner with martial art. So the money is going to go towards to that. And again,
Good.
everybody right now, we have our board. We volunteer.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, we
right.
volunteer. They give in their time. I'm so grateful for Lynn, Eric, Rick, and Raquel Painter. She's the advisor.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. She's a good
Raquel,
lady.
Yes,
Good
she
lady.
is. I
You
mean,
know
she.
Raquel.
I just love her with her correction. No, but so yes, I am so grateful to those people that in the board that capture my vision and willing to help. It's not about me anymore. It's about just bringing hope to the community.
Right.
Community.
Right. No, it's a
Thank
good
you for
thing.
what
We
you're
need it.
doing. We know it's important. I know it's important.
No, thank you guys for what
Tremendous.
you guys do. This is
Okay.
awesome, and
Yeah,
because
anytime
giving
we're here
voice,
for you. Yes.
yes, we really appreciate.
Okay.
And we're glad
Yeah.
you came back. The last year when you came on this show, your story was just so heartfelt,
Mhm.
and you know I've kept you on my mind. And then when you contacted us last week, I was like, yes,
Yeah, bring
yes,
it
yes,
on.
yes. Well,
Thank
anytime
you.
you're welcome here.
Thank you so
Anytime.
much.
Absolutely.
I just want to highlight reason we did this time 4 o'clock because last time is a lot of elder people wanted to come.
Yes.
They couldn't drive because it was get dark very
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I've
see
seen as well.
Smart.
Yes, I say we have to do 4 o'clock so they can come.
And I have to slow
I
down after
think that's
dark.
great.
Yes, I
Yes.
said no. They said, Fatia, we wanted to come, but it was dark for me to drive from
Right.
Richland. And so-
No, smart. I like that.
yeah, I just want to highlight this for them because I'm telling you, some woman I talked to,
Mhm.
74, 78, they went
Yes.
through this. Like I'm listening to them
Wow.
like, God, I don't want I'm 78 and telling next generation, they tell me the same thing they're going through. You see what I'm
Right,
saying? We
right.
have to break the cycle.
Yes, right.
Yes, ma'am.
That's
Yes,
the point.
ma'am.
Just cut
Yes.
her off.
And we
Yeah.
appreciate what
Yeah.
you
Thank
do.
you.
Thank you for
guys
coming
so
in.
We're
Yeah.
behind
much.
you 100%.
Educate,
you.
educate, and educate.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
All
Thank
right.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Can we take a picture
Of
together?
course. Of
Yeah.
course.
I always break the camera, but
Well,
I'll take a picture.
Um,
I'll take it. You want me to take a picture?
well, I'd like for you. Well, we can take two pictures, one without you, one with you. I'll take the second. How about that?
what?
I don't know.
This has been wrong since yesterday.
It started
since the
yesterday,
single
Tia.
swingers
All
started.
Started.
right, can we just do it like so?
Oh, do a
Selfie?
okay. Yes, I can do that.
How about selfie?
Oh,
I'll slide over here.
Sorry.
Pardon us while we take a moment for a pause for a cause. The cause is going to be the picture.
wait a minute. There.
Take your finger off of the camera lens.
Oh,
go.
that's nice.
A little lower, Lee. Get your face.
Tilt it, tilt
No,
it.
I don't need my whole face.
Tilt
in
it,
there.
Lee.
Tilt it, Lee.
Thank you.
But
If you give me your
everything's
number,
fine.
I'll send it to
Thank you. You have my number.
Okay.
I thank you guys so much
right,
again.
thank you.
This is just the beginning for us.
Good.
Thank you.
Yes, well, we're behind you, and like I say, you just let me know, and whenever you have something, and we'll bring you in, or we'll at least put it on our page for you.
Thank you so much.
Have a
You
blessed
guys
weekend.
have-
Definitely.
Yes, you too.
All right.
Thank you.
love
Drive careful.
this. Thank you.
All right, don't forget your umbrella.
You might need
I
it.
don't want my hair to be wet.
You got to keep the do right.
Listen,
That is Shockwave.
Shockwave.
this dog.
Yes,
is just
he
as
is
sweet
a
as he can
great
be.
dog.
I swear, I tell people don't have more discipline than human beings.
We're family oriented
Yeah.
in here.
More disciplined than human beings.
We know that.
They understand.
Especially the factual.
She's not wrong.
I love you guys.
And
Bye.
Take care.
They're more
Bye-bye.
loyal than human beings too.
Yeah.
Marine forecast today and the weekends. We wrap up the first week of December. Offshore today out to 20 nautical miles. Northeasterly winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 2 to 4 feet. They're at 4-second interval. Sounds and rivers. A moderate chop. Rain. Yep. Visibility not much. 1 to 3 nautical miles in the afternoon. Tomorrow northwesterly winds 5 to 10. Seas 2 to 4. Sounds and rivers a light chop. And Sunday, northeasterly winds 5 to 10, seas 2 to 4, sounds and rivers, light chop.
Today, rain mainly before 4 p.m., high near 49, northeast wind
It's gonna
3 to
quit.
7 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 100%. Rain should be ending about 5 p.m. Tonight, a chance of rain, mainly after midnight, otherwise cloudy with a low around 40. Saturday, a 50% chance of rain, cloudy with a high near 50. And Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 56.
We got drizzling rain that's going to be tapering off here, but we're going to have some periods throughout the day, not all day, but some periods of, I don't call them downpours, but some raindrops going to fall on my head. And but there's going to be periods of time when there's not anything going to be happening. And hopefully, as Lee said, by late afternoon today, all this crap will be gone. Because right behind it, if you'll look over there to where it is right now, folks, hold on, I'll say where it is right now. It is right there right now. Behind that, clear.
Right. And it may end earlier than we
Yeah.
expect.
We don't
So
know.
we're going to hope for that.
Keep your chores on. We'll find out.
If you are a Cardinal fan, reach out to another Cardinal fan who
Yes,
reaches out to
tell
a
him it's
Viking
on.
fan, who reaches out to a Monarch fan, to a Pirate fan. Fill up Cardinal Stadium
It
tonight.
needs to be full. All of us need to
It
be
has
there
to
in
be.
mass.
And we're already making arrangements for buses for next weekend.
We might need a couple of trailways buses or
You
something.
betcha.
That would be fun.
That would be great.
Okay, now I hate to come onto this story right after what we just had.
I know. She's a
It's
beautiful lady.
sort of related.
Yes.
Then there is the teacher.
Um,
The teacher.
This particular teacher started grooming a male student at a very young age, following him into another school as he moved up in grade. Now she has to see a judge about all that. The now ex-Kansas high school art teacher, accused of having sex with a student, including multiple times in the backseat of her Jeep, is going to trial. 30-year-old Nicole Hernandez. She's also known as Nikki Baird, Nikkibaird, a stage name, appeared in court Tuesday when a judge ruled she will be tried on 4 counts of unlawful sexual relations with a student. Baird is accused of grooming this student way back in middle school before both moved on to the Wichita North High School. He was advancing in grade. She moved over there to teach art. The relationship began when the pair turned between the pair turned sexual in 2024. Baird was arrested in May this year following an investigation after a Wichita police detective was told about an Instagram post indicating that Baird had an inappropriate relationship with a former Wichita school district student. Who puts this stuff on social media? Number one, it has to be her or the student or somebody else that the student told. But then he got out there on Facebook or Instagram or whatever it is. Good thing it did.
Mhm.
Maybe it put a stop to it. The student, who's now an adult, told investigators that Baird was his middle school art teacher before she was hired at North High's art teacher. The affidavit said she groomed the young man, the boy, throughout his sophomore, junior, and senior years in high school. The former student, she picked him out when he was in middle school. She started grooming him when he was a sophomore, all the way through his senior year. The former student said the physical relationship started as Baird started touching or rubbing his back or shoulders before she began asking him for hugs.
I have never, for the life of me, understood adults doing this to children. I don't care what their ages are, junior high, high school. You're an adult.
And it ain't just men who are creeps.
No,
You understand that?
No.
This is creepy. This is just flat
Yes.
creepy.
Wow.
But
I mean, I look back at my high school and junior high days, and I only had 1 year of junior high school, and they kicked me out. But of high school, I don't remember anything of even hearing anything like that or suspecting it. I probably was so oblivious to whatever was going on around me anyway. I didn't care. I wouldn't have understood it.
well,
That was way back then.
going to Catholic school up until 8th grade, you obviously didn't. I'm not going to say obviously, I shouldn't, because I have that past as well. But I don't recall in public school hearing or, but it would have been very, very close vested.
This is just sick. Okay. I don't know whether to send her to prison or send her to the nut house.
Send her to prison. She was aware of what she was doing. She knew she was
She
wrong.
may be a hero in prison.
She's a crappy person.
So what?
Send her to
Do
prison.
you think prison is full of people that are not crappy?
Well, she's not going to get there. Anyway, I would just say, yeah, send her to prison. Send her to prison.
That's not always, well, in today's world, it doesn't seem that that's always going to be the
At least she can't prey on another innocent child.
taking
You
that
know?
one.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Agency, can I help you? Da-dum-dum-dum. Anybody there? Hello? Hello?
But
They got their 15 seconds in.
yeah,
Got credit for that one.
The reason I say that is last night, in between doing some things, I saw on the news about Jeffrey Epstein's island and the tour of his.
Did you see the pictures?
Yeah, the dentist
I
chair.
did not take them.
No, you didn't take it. No.
Talk about the dentist chair,
Okay,
the room with the dentist chair.
chair with picture heads all on the
Mask.
wall, masks on the
All
wall.
these masks on the wall.
There was shots of bedrooms.
Why
and-
do you need a dentist chair in the room?
Yeah. And they interviewed a guy that worked there, I guess. I don't know what he did. He was American, but he was familiar with the surroundings and said, no, I don't, I can't
The
say.
masks were creepy.
Yeah, they really were. And because of all of this, now Miss Maxwell is,
She's worn out.
she wants out
Mm-hmm.
of prison because of what was discovered now.
I think they need to shift her over and put her in the same room with Brian Kohlberger. You know, I really do. You know,
I don't think he would stand a chance.
well, he's all upset right now because he doesn't like. He's complaining about his food, and he doesn't like the kind of bananas they're serving. And I could
Well,
just go
I'll
so
give
many places
I
with
will
that. but-
give him some of the banana. I'll be happy to supply some bananas for him.
Well, I could go so many places
I
with that
inject
whole
turkeys
story.
with all
but
sorts of stuff.
I'm not doing it. Mm-mm.
Actually, there's some bags of shredded cheese available.
Sure.
That was,
They get
Is that
through the
really
metal
sharp
detector.
cheese?
from what I understood from that story you talked about, yeah, but
Yes. That
It's a-
was good, Ray, for
Sharp cheese.
cheese.
Really sharp.
Wow.
it's just amazing to me the world we're living in now. And what really bugs the what out of me is our people up in D.C.
Oh, useless.
Well, I mean, they take something that just happens today, and that's what they're going to discuss. They're going to have hearings and just one thing after another for 2 to 3 weeks on something that happened yesterday.
And
What about all this stuff that
Unreal.
happened a year ago,
they can't
2
even
years
get
ago,
to the
3 years
end
ago?
of stuff that happened 2 years. They haven't finished Jack Kennedy. They haven't finished that investigation yet.
That investigation's done.
Done and over with. You're just never going to tell us the truth.
I think there's too much time spent, and maybe our listeners don't care, but too much time is spent in all these hearings. A hearing on a hearing on a hearing on a hearing.
Oh, yeah.
And it's nothing. It's nothing. And you watch these hearings from time to time, don't
Yep.
you?
Yes,
Do
I
you
do.
throw things at the TV?
Mhm.
I've had to replace 12 TVs.
It's
It's just so
Quit
irritating.
throwing stuff at them.
It's so irritating. Thank God for silencers. So irritating to watch these things because it's nothing but political posturing. They don't even talk about the issue. They talk about everything else.
Yeah.
They use that as an excuse, and that's all.
and they get paid way too much money to do it.
They owe us money.
We'll never see it.
Wow, wow, wow.
We see it leaving our hands and going into their bank accounts.
Well, I'm going to completely change the subject. This has to do with Bambi.
Yum.
Bambi.
I knew that was good.
No. Do you know there's been several incidents across the state this year involving people and dogs being attacked by deer that are being raised in people's backyards?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just in October, last of October, an Onslow County woman was injured when a 3.5-year-old buck that had been illegally raised as a fawn by an acquaintance attacked her, and she suffered a puncture wound to her
You
shoulder
cannot
and her neck.
hold wild animals captive.
And
Okay?
scrapes and bruises from the deer's antlers in.
Without a
Ooh.
permit. You have to have a zoo type of permit to be able to do that. You cannot do it. You can feed them in your backyard. They can come up there, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But you cannot keep them captive.
Yeah, it's illegal to keep deer as pets.
Yes.
And unwind them.
It's stupid to try to tame them.
Well, they had a 70-year-old lady a while back. It was in another county here that the deer had punctured her really severely with its antlers. You know,
Those things are when they start slashing with them, and they do slash with them.
Yeah.
They can be very dangerous
they're beautiful.
and
And
delicious.
I would like to think I could feed one in my backyard and pet them, but yeah, they have hooves and antlers. Man.
No.
Make them mad.
Well, when we feed them every night, we give them corn and apples. And now Kathy did one time meet up with a buck. The buck was distant, but it was mating season. and
no, watch out,
yep,
Kathy.
she did. She quickly
Hey, buck.
exited the woods. Yeah.
Look,
But we're not treating them as captive animals. We just
No.
feed them
No.
the corn and apples and hope they don't get hit
Well,
by a car.
One of the
Yeah.
things about it with the like here, this place was mostly woods. Well, it was all woods except 4 houses that were here when we moved in here. I'm sorry, but all of that woods is gone. Very little of it. Just a little patch back here. You can't build on it because it's so narrow. Because there's a creek that runs through it. That's good. But there's one deer back there now that I know of. We had 3 at one time. Then another house went up on the corner over there. In the mornings when I would leave, I could see a deer, 3 of them coming across from the golf course where they were out there eating the grass. Thank you guys at the golf course, planting grass for the deer. But they would come across the road and walk directly in front of me and walk down into that little wooded area.
Yeah.
It's a very narrow patch. And then they build a house there.
yeah, this was November 6th. A 70-year-old Wilkes County woman was hospitalized after being gored by the antlers of a male deer near her mailbox. Wow. In March, a neighbor's alleged pet deer attacked a man while he was gardening in Cherokee County. The victim was treated at urgent care facility for a laceration to his lip.
Uh-huh.
Recently, a deer being fed by residents in a subdivision killed a dog in Iredell County.
The person that should have deer as pets.
The zoo.
No, Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. Those are
Those
reindeer.
are special deer.
They're different. They're special deer.
I know they're all
They're
special.
reindeer.
The son of a well-known Southern California radiologist. Did you hear this? Is a
Radiologist.
awful story.
Oh, no.
The son of this Southern California radiologist is a guy that they suspect of being the gunman in the double shooting that left the father, the doctor, and the stepmother, this guy's wife, dead last weekend. Simi Valley police said officers responded around midday the 30th after multiple 911 callers reported gunfire. When the cops got there, they found Dr. Eric Cortez, he's 63, and his wife, Vicky Cortez, 66, inside their home's open garage, multiple gunshot wounds, both taken to a trauma center where they were later pronounced dead. They were dead at the scene, but do whatever you want to do. They cops talked to witnesses who said, yeah, it was the son who did it. We saw him hanging around outside the garage. He's 37 years old. Name is Keith Cortez. They use license plate cameras. They got cameras everywhere and other tools. And they tracked his car after it left that area. They found the car just burned in another city nearby. They found the body of Mr. Cortez, the 37-year-old son, near the car, had a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Wow.
What in the world?
Well, I
Yeah, you can't do it either.
I'm watching one right now, a court case right now out of Massachusetts. I don't know what it is about Massachusetts, but they're crazy there, where this man was arrested and accused of killing his wife and dismembering her body.
Happened here.
Now, let me tell you, he's pled not guilty to killing. Well, he pled not guilty to everything, but the first day of court, he decided, well, they have enough on me to prove that, yeah, I bought the tools and I did this and I cut her up.
But she was already
So
dead.
now he's claiming that she died during the night in her sleep because he nudged her several times in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? Hey, nudge, nudge, you know. And the last time he
What did he
nudged
say?
her was forceful enough to knock her off the bed. And that's when he realized she was dead. So he got scared.
So she died of blunt force trauma when she
No,
hit her head?
they don't because he spread her body parts amongst a lot of trash cans and dumpsters to where they've never been able to find any body parts. They have found some blood and some tissue and different things like that. But his defense now is, I didn't kill her. She died a natural death. Why? I don't know what happened.
I was distraught and I destroyed her.
And so I was scared because they were going through a separation anyway.
What state?
Massachusetts.
Oh, they don't have the best
So
family.
I decided to cut her up into little pieces. How can you do that? How
Dude
can
did it
you
over
cut a
here,
person?
right over in the Bayshore area.
Oh, God almighty,
Yep.
Jesus.
We went over to Carteret County looking for the body and found body pieces, parts scattered everywhere. Dogs got into it, wild dogs.
Well, see what happened. Supposedly, this probably happened January 2nd in the wee hours of the morning because they had a New Year's party at their residence. She was actually took a new job in D.C.
one of those.
And of course, yesterday he got to meet her
Hello.
his wife's lover for the first time.
Hello, can I help you?
Oh.
Hello.
Good morning. My name is Olivia. I'm reaching out because Medicare just launched an inflation relief package for North Carolina, which offers extra cash for groceries, gas,
keep
and
saying
prescriptions.
yes.
So you do have Medicare Parts A and B, right?
Just say
I
yes.
don't think I want to answer that question.
I completely understand your hesitation
Get a
and I
real
respect it. But to check if you qualify, I just need some basic info to see if you're eligible for the best benefits available. Do you have Medicare Part A and B?
I'm too old to have it.
You could absolutely be eligible. Our plans cover a wide range of needs, and the qualification process is simple and fast. So what's your age?
114.
Unfortunately, you don't seem to qualify for the plans we're offering. Have a wonderful day.
I would just keep lying until I got somebody real on the phone.
They hang up immediately when you do that.
Oh my gosh.
Why wouldn't you
I have
qualify?
to have my fun.
Why wouldn't you qualify at 114?
I don't know. It's age discrimination, isn't it?
I
The
would
law
say
enforcement
so.
teams in Florida have seized 92,000 pounds of illegal substance, along with a bunch of guns that the felon in possession of them is prohibited from having in the first place. And the guy bragged that his product is 13 times more potent than morphine. When the cops seized, it's got a street value of $4.7 million, the dope. You ready? In the incinerator, its final destination, by the way, it's going to be worth about a nickel. Ain't that just what we need? Another man killer drug. This is some drugs that he has got a lab in Brevard County, Florida. They said it was set up like stainless steel lab, everything else. Everybody wore special clothing, no contamination. They said it looked like that TV program that was on for a while. And this guy was taking the extract from I forgot what kind of a bush it was, some kind of a thing. But anyway, it comes out extremely, extremely powerful. And it's, as he said, it's 13 times more powerful than morphine. 26-year-old, he's a brilliant guy, 26-year-old convicted felon already. Maxwell Horvath was charged with 36 counts of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, 2 counts of possession of a short-barreled machine gun, and possession of a short-barreled rifle, with more charges to come for the IEDs he had built.
What about the drugs?
We're getting there.
Oh,
Undercover agents bought the illegal substances that are derived from kratom, which contained a concentration of something I can't pronounce, but is known as 7-OH. The investigators said it was in a lab in a sterile environment. Horvath apparently considers himself smart. Really smart, because he told the cops after they went to arrest him that I'm not breaking the law because I ship all of this stuff out of Florida. This really smart guy, according to him, a career criminal at age 26, is resting comfortably in the really smart section of the Brevard County Jail.
Where
They
he
got a
needs to
special
stay.
section for him.
yeah. They did.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine those cops who were making these buys from him, which that's what they were doing. They had cops making buys from him. And he's telling them, bragging to them on the audio,
Dumb.
that this stuff is more powerful, 13 times more powerful than
Dumb.
morphine. But it's not on the books yet. It's listed as a drug. It doesn't matter. Even if you sell, do you know that if you sell what was oregano they used to sell marijuana?
Yeah.
You're going to be charged with possession and sale of marijuana. And then you'll be charged with counterfeit possession of a drug.
So he's the new leader of the 2025 dumb criminal news.
Dumb.
Yeah, I just did want to mention that tonight's Cardinal football, the East Regional playoffs.
Championship. 6-8.
Yeah. Chris Miller brought up a good point earlier when we talked to him yesterday. You know, they should not be having any other games tonight, but yet we have Southwest at Dixon and Swansboro's on the road basketball.
Yep.
Oh, those basketball games.
Now, you know, when we all, I don't care which school it is, goes into a championship series, I think we should give our full attention to that school.
Yep.
Well, we should. But I'm not going to defend it. I'm just saying that when the schedules come out so soon. The schedule for next year's football, and you can't determine at that point You gotta have a
That's
score.
true.
that's gonna
That's
get in it.
true. But you know by now you could have taken that basketball game, maybe had it earlier today, or maybe tomorrow. Well, I'm with you, Chris. I'm just going to say that.
No,
With Chris Miller.
I'm with Chris Miller as well. I think that every sports fan of high school football.
Go Cards.
9 hours. In 9
Go
hours.
see Cards.
Kick
Go
off.
see.
Yeah.
In 9 hours, kickoff. The play starts rocking at 5:30.
I've been giving Rayford a hard time about
She's
his
giving me a terrible looks.
The house starts rocking at 5:30.
That's right. That's
Let's
right.
rock and roll on. I'll be there shortly after
I'll
with
be
that.
there late
as soon as I
getting
can
there.
get there.
I
So,
hope I can get there in. Oh, and here's my reminder from my calendar about tonight.
online and buy a ticket. So you're going to set me up?
I already sent it to you yesterday. I sent it to you
She'll do it right
yesterday,
now.
Rayford. When I said I just got my ticket and sent you the link.
Email.
Yes, it's in the email.
Wonder how many 100 emails I've got that I haven't read yet.
Unless you
Apparently
want
a
just
bunch.
unless you want me to send you my ticket and you can whether I get there tonight in time, I still supported the school and bought a ticket.
See everybody tonight.
We'll see everybody tonight.
Have
Wear
a-
your red.
And we just watch. I'll post the pictures as soon as I can. I will try this week not to wait until Sunday.
Well,
I'm going to rest today and take a nap so that I can work all night long to get the photos up.
Right. Well, Rayford, I'll tell you, like last week, it was so cold. I'm like you. It
I
took
was
24
miserable.
hours to thaw out,
Yeah, I
even
was
though we
miserable.
were dressed warm.
We will see you Monday morning. So we talk in Cardinals, of course. And guys, have a great weekend. Be safe out there. Whatever you do, just don't get out there being stupid, okay?
Have a
Absolutely.
blessed weekend.
Yeah, have a good one. And go Cards.
Go
Go
Cards.
Cards.
You're live and local. Real Talk. We'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend.